Invitation today. We're feeling very proud and honoured to be here. I'm Thompson, founder and MD of Invisible Systems. We're established for 13 years. We've got 18 staff. We're mainly an engineering or a tech company. So we're electronic circuit designers, embedded developers and software developers. I'm here today with Fahid, our technical director, and Steve Wright, our head of R&D. Partnering with BT. Yeah, it took a long time to prepare this presentation, but I think it's a real win-win opportunity which will result in a successful complementary business. Benefits for BT is increasing their capability to offer IoT solutions, accelerate their business growth from an established proven product range. We have a wide range of LoRa IoT products. We have a real-time online enabling dashboard that we do offer to third parties as a wide label product. We are, as I said earlier, an engineering company. We're not a sales organisation. And I think the big advantage here is to actually partner with a company that's got a lot of customers that can actually take a proven established product to market. We've also got a large R&D department. I'll talk later about the investment. All the profits that we make generally plough back into the business, into R&D. We've got a bespoke product development capability. We've worked with companies like National Grid for over 10 years to develop products that they've challenged us with. So we're agile, we're very reactive. We're currently developing a range of LoRa WAN products. We've actually used LoRa technology for over 3 years. But because LoRa WAN wasn't readily available, public networks were not available, we built on a proprietary protocol. Benefits for Invisible Systems to receive mentoring and further development of innovative products and solutions, increasing production, business turnover, job creation, and obviously enabling profits to reinvest, grow our exports, and work with a great company. Background with BT. We were found in April by BT to, probably as a result of our LoRa capabilities. We were invited down to St Paul's, where we met with an IoT consultant. I came along with lots of PCBs and had about half an hour in a small meeting room with one of the consultant guys. In May 2017, we met with the senior BT team and we demonstrated the product. I actually took along a small suitcase of some of our products and an internet gateway, took the gateway into a socket, and then within 15 minutes was demonstrating data on our real-time online platform. I left that kit with BT. It was passed down to Ian Neal and Chris Smith. It was demonstrated at BT Innovations Week. Comments back from Ian was it performed well in a harsh environment of brick and steel. Even when not ideally situated, it achieved over 350 metres into the exhibition hall, which surprised us. Line of sight of the LoRa technology that we use is around 10 miles, 15 kilometres line of sight. In buildings, it's kilometres, certainly hundreds of metres. Data was then integrated into the BT IoT platform. We gave access to our API from our server, and it was displayed to some clients. In June, we completed an NDA with the procurement team. We entered into this BT Infinity Lab competition, and then we've been working with Andy Warner, Sam Kemp, some of the other team, and we're moving forward now with making some proposals for data centre monitoring, where there's a challenge to drop in a gateway and light up data centres to pick up temperatures and other conditions. So how it works, our solution, our current offering, is that we've got transmitters connected to sensors or devices or meters. We transmit over a license-free network, 868 or 915. We've got approvals for FCC North America, supplying to North America and Australia. And then from the gateway, we communicate over a cellular VPN to our server with a roaming SIM card, whereby we process the data, and we've got a range of dashboards and reports to display that information. Therefore, we can generate automated email reports, and even set thresholds and send out alarms. People were talking earlier today about HACCP. We monitor thousands of fridges in medical environments or in hospitals where critical temperatures need to be maintained, and from our real-time online software platform, we can identify and set thresholds. If temperatures are exceeded, we'll send out notifications. So from real-time online, being the platform, we've got different software modules developed for different applications. We started off in the food industry, over 12 years ago, with people like Greggs the Bakers, Two Sisters Food, or Grampians it was then, dropping temperature transmitters into fridges and displaying information on a Windows software platform in those days. Greggs actually pulled us into energy monitoring. We installed about 50 or 60 systems in the first 12 or 18 months. They got a large energy bill of over £15 million 10 years ago and wanted to manage their energy. So we built a range of products around energy and a software platform around energy. The biggest thing that we're challenged with now, or the biggest opportunity we've seen in increased business, is Legionella. Again, we've got thousands of temperature transmitters installed, monitoring temperatures of pipes, cold water storage tanks, clarifier outlets, and then again we've got a software developed specifically around the HSG guidelines for Legionella monitoring. Another big area that we're operating is critical asset monitoring. As I said, we've worked with National Grid for over 10 years, monitoring mainly their transformers, connecting to dissolved gas analyzers. So people like MTE or Kelman can connect to their nursing units that they provide National Grid, that sample the oil in transformers every 1 hour. We just pick up over an RS485 multiple connection those gas values, hydrogen, separately in and display them on the website. And then we also provide that information to National Grid, either as an export CSV file, XML, or an API. So the real-time online enabling software platform, as I said, has got different modules for different applications. And this is all established, real-world solution that customers rely on regularly because every day is their Bible to actually lower their temperatures and intolerance. More recently, we've introduced a control solution whereby from the server we can not only monitor, but we can connect down to a device, set a schedule, different day of the week, different time of the day, to turn relay on and off. Our customers that we've had over the years, National Grid over 10 years, Greggs over 10 years, more recently Royal Mail over the last 2 or 3 years, with about 3,000 or 4,000 monitoring points in Royal Mail, South Staffordshire Water, mainly Legionella, Delphi provided throughout Europe. So established businesses to rely on the system. Even though we're a technology business, we're not really a sales organisation, we can't just rely on distributors, so around 50% of our business is dealt with directly from our, mainly myself and Vahid, as a house account, and then the remaining 50% is through partners and distributors. So existing customers, National Grid, 150 systems, that's about just short of half of their substations, their high voltage substations around the country. Greggs, all their bakeries, universities, again, the challenge with monitoring their utilities in different buildings. Their investment, their funding is often measured on their utility or their carbon savings. So the universities do focus on trying to reduce their energy and carbon. Australia, we're in about 80% of the hospitals across Australia with more than 350 systems, 4,000 monitoring points. Delphi, they came to us from an exhibition about 2 years ago, and since then we've installed, they need to achieve ISO 50,000 monitoring energy monitoring system in their manufacturing sites. Royal Mail, mainly the large mail centres, we've got 135 systems with them now, and they use it to measure their performance against targets, their energy performance against targets and budgets. So we developed software specifically for them, and surprisingly, they didn't really just use the system to monitor or validate savings from fitting things like LED lighting, but to actually use the information to make behavioural change. So they've actually got the incentive now from their management team to actually spread this information and share benefits. Network Rail, quite a new customer, 50 systems, 400 monitoring points. And that's mainly monitoring trackside stations, switch rooms for room temperatures and access. Recent orders, AT&T for environmental monitoring, Lloyd's registers, the billing system, where we've got tenants. These will only last probably 5 or 6 weeks now. We're also the chosen LoRa supplier for a major UK retailer working with that activity. This has only come about from exhibiting at a recent exhibition, Sustainability Live at the ED show in Birmingham. And yeah, we're quite proud to be working with that activity on the LoRa land side, not the proprietary process. Qualifying R&D expenditure. It's an expensive business to run. We've got a big overhead. We've not got a massive turnover. So 2014, our R&D was 285,000, which we invested 353,000 in 2015 and 390 in 2016. So it's gradually getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Thanks, Steve. Spend all the money. Okay, a few use cases in the constant time, so let's leave it. Disney, Disney is a customer for over 8 years. Talk about return on investments. By looking at the information that we reported back from these granular energy monitoring devices that we supply, we've got an ROI performance. Nottingham Trent has said they're more interested in actually achieving, maintaining their funding. Green Cores, we've only recently got a few Green Core installations, food manufacturers. These out there last week, and they projected 164,000 per annum saving on water just by looking at the data that we provide them with on their water utilisation in the large plants. Greg's used the system for over 10 years for their asset compliance, then moved into energy, now moving into energy, into regional compliance. Now what we tend to find is customers will put a gateway into their building, do what a lot of hot potato, for example, acid, and then we'll gradually add more and more benefits to the system. Yeah, Legionella, as I say, is quite a big thing for us at the moment. We've just installed a lot of systems in Royal Mail, Network Rail, South Staffordshire Water, universities, colleges, care homes, prisons. So I think our USP is delivering information from a range of wireless devices to one platform. We're not really just in one vertical. We've always wanted to be general purpose. The original vision was not to just be energy or temperature, but to be as general purpose as we could be. As I said, we've got systems around the world. We've got approvals for various countries. We've got a wide range of LoRa devices. I've left catalogues with the judges. We've got over 500 variants of products. 4 years ago we started developing on LoRa. We've actually delivered 12,000 devices in the last 3 years. IoT is a collaboration. No one company can provide an IoT solution, in our opinion. So we need to work together as we are doing with our customers, Legionella again. We've decided, we've established that we've got to reduce the cost of our product. We've got a window of opportunity for 14 years to develop a solution with very little competition. But with IoT coming now, we've got to get the device costs down. So the new product range that we're developing, we're taking 50 to 60% out of the cost of the product, which we're ready in the next 2 to 3 months. Wide range of products established. This is some equipment we built for National Grid for bespoke monitoring. These are control products and then monitoring devices at the end. So we don't like doing bespoke products. Really, what we want to do now is to develop standard products that we can scale productivity. We've got, I think, on our circuit division now is about 105 circuit boards. So we want to try and standardise on more volume-related products. So we recognise our strategy and opportunities. Our strategy is to collaborate with complementary partners. And we've done this, I think, since Christmas, since January this year. We've got a different vision on the company. Rather than trying to be all things to all men, we're looking for partners, large companies without naming names, that we can complement and work with and do what we do best, which is design and development. We've got a great product range, we've got great customers, we just need to expose it to the market and find a great partner to work with. Thank you.
So your sweet spot is really around those sensors that use the LoRa technology as a backhaul.
Yeah, yes it is, yeah. Our expertise is wireless connectivity and radio communications or communications. We don't design sensors, we embed sensors into our electronics in multi conditions or utilities.
Okay.
At the very start you had a network diagram. Just on the gateway you were using GSM for your backhaul. Is it your gateway?
Yes it is.
Can you just elaborate a little bit about its form factor and capabilities?
Yeah, we use Gemalto. We use two types. We use a BGS2 and a VHS5, 2G or 3G. It's embedded onto our own microboard. And again, got relevant equipment. We are developing now an Ethernet device. We've got an Ethernet device developed. And with IoT, we see that we can't always offer that end-to-end solution. So what we developed is also a network server application, so that we can actually take the data back to our or a network server that can sit in the client data center, running some software that will decode the data and populate it from MySQL database. We find that with public networks, a lot of our customers, the reason we didn't jump on LoRaWAN from day one was a lot of our customers said we want private networks. We were concerned about security in our data. But yeah, now we've realised that LoRaWAN is going to be present rather than public networks, so we need to develop that in parallel. All the new products we're developing will be both proprietary and public.
And how do you secure data?
128 encryption, XXTDA, and it's also decoded on the server side as well as the transmitters to the gateway.
Could you do edge processing in the gateway?
Yes, we could. We tend to even currently go further back on the gateway with a lot of processing in the node itself. So nationally we monitor things like GIC, geomagnetically induced currents, so we're monitoring at high frequencies and sending the relevant information out. But yeah, we can, from the control solution that we've got, we already, from the server, we pass those configurations back down, or that cellular connection down to the device level.
And is it entirely LoRa you work down the radio side?
Yes. Yeah, we were using TI, Chipcom, but it was purely 100% Semtech.
Any questions from the floor?
If you were using LoRa, I mean, what you have a GPRS backup? Is that a backup, or I mean, you could directly?
No, the concept is that we have one gateway on site, so that listens to the local area, and then the transmitters are positioned around the site building. So we take a substation, transmitters are dotted around the substation because they don't want to run wires. The gateway listens to all those transmitters on low power, so we get 10 years battery life from the transmitter, and the gateway then is the backhaul to the server.
So you're just using LoRa from the sensor to the gateway?
Yes. Yes.
And then another backhaul loop?
Yes. Yes.
I presume you could use LoRaWAN and go further.
Yes.
You could use
the
LoRaWAN
future,
as well.
the future will be LoRaWAN. Yeah, the idea is that we will have a range of products which are LoRaWAN compliant,
Yeah.
that will talk to any LoRaWAN gateway.
These battery operated devices lifespan?
The typically 10 years, transmitting every 7.5 minutes. Other products which are more power hungry, We manufacture wireless meters, which give about 4 years battery life.
Okay. Thank you very much indeed.
Yeah.